Hey guys, it's Maven. Welcome back to another video. Now, actually before we start this video, I just want to say sorry for not uploading anything lately for the past 2 months. I've just been actually very busy with my schedule. And actually though, now with all this free time, I can actually go back and start recording stuff I have not recorded yet. Now, as you can see, we're pretty much zoomed in into the camera, so just gonna zoom out, and as you can see, what you see is what I've been doing lately. There are more behind me, but they're kind of a little bit unfinished at the time of this recording. So anyway, in this review, we're going to actually review the one that's on the left, and for the next video, we're going to be reviewing the one on the right. So, let's start the review. Okay, so what we have in front of us is my latest LEGO Transformers, Ocinus, and Minibot. And as you can tell, the one I have on the left is Ocinus, and the one on the right is Minibot. We'll move on to this little one in a sec. And right now we're just going to focus on this big fellow right here. So as you can see, Ocinus is supposed to be a giant orca or giant killer whale. Either or, it doesn't really matter. And as you can see, it's mostly blocks. Well, technically it is made out of Lego, so there is going to be blocks anyway. So as you can see, we have the fin right here on the back and the head. We also have some little fins on either side, but they're only on hinges, so this is the only range of articulation. And on the back, this is kind of supposed to be like a tail section, but due to how I designed this doesn't really look that good in my opinion though, but it does look cool in the transformation. You'll see in a sec. Now, Ocinus is special because he has two giant, well, I want to say like cannons or harpoons, because this is supposed to be an underwater creature. But yeah, I'm just going to say in the term harpoons, or you can say cannons if you want, but I'm just going to call it harpoons. So, as you can see, there are two studs on either side to resemble like the barrel holes that the harpoons will fire. And when we move to the side, we can see that there are two ball joint connections, which means that you can actually rotate this all crazy like to get some full range articulation. Before we move on to transformation, we're actually going to look at another feature that Ocinus actually offers. So, if we actually move the guns, or harpoons if you want to say, you can really call this it doesn't really matter. It just shoots stuff, that's all what it is. Anyway, Ocinus actually does have another feature where you take this teal piece right here on the back, and then actually you can fold it back, and you can give it a bigger fin. Although, as you can see, due to the way how I constructed it, the smaller fin is in unison with the big one. So that's why you can just click it in right there. So, not that tight though, but anyway. Yeah, so there's this bigger fin, but that's a little bit more for transformation purposes. A little bit of a spoiler. But I just kind of like this small one because it kind of matches with the head color scheme and the fins on either side, as well as the little bit of black on the tail. Anyway, so let's just move on to the transformation. So, it's not really that special, so I'm just going to bring the camera down just so you can get a better view. So pretty much, that's pretty much how you're going to start this off. You're just going to stand the figure up, but I know that's kind of like the weakest step, so we're just going to skip it from now. So we're going to move to the back, and these fins, they are on hinges, so you're just going to fold them in, just like that. And then you're just going to pretty much stand to the front, and we're going to just rotate this around so the studs are facing on the outside, like that. And right now, the fin right here, we're going to make sure it actually, hear that snap. Then we can take this bigger fin, we just fold it up, and as you can see, it just completes the great chest plate on the front. And last but not least, we're just going to take the head and just fold it back. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, the head is also on another hinge. And yeah, so like you can move front and back like that. And like that. So, but anyway, that's just all the transformation joints. And here is Ocinus in his robot mode. As I said before, Ocinus is very blocky. And yeah, you're not mistaken, because they're pretty much brick ports or size shapes to be seen from, especially from the back right here. But overall, I'd say that this would not actually cause a problem with the design, and it still looks cool either way. But anyway, so just by looking at Ocinus, I would say that this is actually a very fun robot to transform. And there is a second thing it can actually do. At the end of the video, you'll see. But anyway, the only range of articulation is just the same thing. You have ball joints right here. And given to how it transforms in the head, you actually do have a full rotation right here. Like a full 360. And actually, well, if you want to count this as articulation though. But we'll get into that just a sec. But anyway, here it is as its robot. So there's a little bit of a problem with the recording. Anyway, so for this video, I'm actually really gonna have to divide it into two separate videos. So right now, this one's going to be part 1, and afterwards I'm gonna record part 2 after it.